Have you ever felt like your body is working against you even when you're trying your best to eat right? Let me paint you a picture. It's early morning and you're standing in your kitchen cracking fresh eggs into a pan. You reach for that bag of fresh spinach, toss in a generous handful, and watch it wilt into your scramble. You sit down with a smile, thinking to yourself, I'm taking care of my health. This is exactly what I should be doing. But what if the very breakfast you're so proud of is actually sabotaging your strength? What if those leafy greens you've been adding are secretly preventing your muscles from getting the nourishment they desperately need? After spending more than 3 decades working with patients who are navigating life after 60, I've uncovered something that shocked even me. There are specific vegetables that, when mixed with eggs, can reduce your body's ability to soak up muscle-building nutrients by nearly 9 out of every 10 nutrients you consume. And here's the part that'll really surprise you. These are vegetables that health magazines have been calling superfoods for years. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly which vegetables are causing this problem, why your body reacts this way, and most importantly, how you can still enjoy delicious, satisfying breakfasts without losing a single bit of the nutrition your muscles are crying out for. Before we dive in, I want you to know that everything I'm sharing comes from real experience with real people. Just like you, who thought they were doing everything right but couldn't understand why they felt weaker with each passing month. Now, let me take you back to where this discovery began. About 30 years ago, when I first started seeing patients regularly, I kept hearing the same frustrating story over and over. People would sit across from me, looking tired and confused, saying things like, I've cleaned up my diet completely. I'm eating more vegetables than ever, cutting back on junk food, choosing lean proteins. So why do I feel like I'm losing my strength? At first, I thought maybe they weren't eating enough protein overall. But when I looked at their food journals, the protein was there. Plenty of eggs, chicken, fish, all the right foods. Something else was going on, something hidden beneath the surface. That's when I started digging deeper into how our bodies change as we move past 60. You see, most people think aging just means a few gray hairs and needing reading glasses. But inside your body, there's a transformation happening that nobody talks about. Your digestive system, which has been working like a well-oiled machine for decades, starts to slow down in ways you can't see or feel. Imagine a factory that's been running smoothly for 60 years. Over time, the conveyor belts move a little slower, the machines need more maintenance, and the whole operation just isn't as quick as it used to be. That's what's happening in your stomach and intestines. There's a special enzyme in your stomach called pepsin. Think of it as the key that unlocks protein, breaking it down into tiny pieces your body can actually use. But here's the problem. After you hit 60, your stomach makes about 40% less of this enzyme. So when you eat those beautiful eggs for breakfast, your body can't break them down the way it used to. It's like trying to cut a steak with a butter knife instead of a sharp blade. You're working harder and getting less done. At the same time, your pancreas, which releases other important enzymes into your intestines, also starts producing about 40 to 45% fewer of these helpers. Without these enzymes, it doesn't matter how much protein you eat. Your body simply can't process all of it. Here's a way to think about it. Imagine you're trying to fill a bucket, but someone drilled holes in the bottom. You keep pouring water in, but it keeps leaking out. That's what's happening with your protein intake. You're eating the right amount, but your body can only hold on to about 45% of it. The rest just passes through, unused and wasted. There's something else happening that makes this even trickier. Your muscles themselves become more selective. When you were 30, your muscles only needed about 20 grams of protein in a meal to start rebuilding and getting stronger. But after 60, those same muscles demand at least 25 to 30 grams at each meal just to do the same job. It's like your muscles have become pickier eaters. They're holding out for a bigger serving before they'll agree to grow and repair themselves. This is why so many people tell me they're eating well but still losing muscle. The problem isn't what's on their plate, it's what's happening after they swallow. And this is where those 3 vegetables come into the story, the ones that make this whole situation even worse. Let me tell you about the first one, spinach. Now, I know what you're thinking. Spinach is supposed to be one of the healthiest foods on the planet, right? And you're not wrong. Spinach is loaded with vitamins, minerals, and all sorts of good things your body needs. But spinach also contains something called oxalates. These are tiny natural compounds that act like magnets, but instead of attracting metal, they attract minerals. When you cook just half a cup of spinach, you're getting more than 750 milligrams of these oxalates. Here's where it gets tricky. When those oxalates from spinach meet the minerals in your eggs, things like calcium, iron, and zinc, they lock together so tightly that your body can't separate them. It's like they form a handcuff around those nutrients. Scientists call these insoluble complexes, which is just a fancy way of saying your body can't break them apart or use them. So when you make that spinach and egg omelette, thinking you're giving your muscles everything they need, the oxalates are actually trapping up to 87% of those nutrients. They pass right through your system without ever helping your muscles at all. Now, before you start worrying that I'm going to tell you to never eat spinach again, hold on. I'm not saying spinach is bad. I'm saying the timing and the way you combine it matters more than you might think. The second vegetable that causes this same problem is Swiss chard. A lot of people have discovered Swiss chard in recent years because it looks beautiful with those colorful stems, and it seems like a lighter, gentler option compared to spinach. It's packed with vitamin A and vitamin K, which are wonderful for your eyes and your bones. But here's the catch. Swiss chard is loaded with oxalates too, almost as much as spinach. And because people think it's milder, they often eat bigger portions of it. That means they're actually getting even more oxalates without realizing it. Just like spinach, those oxalates grab onto the minerals in your eggs and make them completely unavailable to your body. So that gorgeous rainbow chard and egg scramble you made? Inside your digestive system, it's creating a chemical reaction that cancels out a huge chunk of the nutrition you thought you were getting. The third vegetable is one that surprises almost everyone I talk to: beet greens. These are the leafy tops that come attached to beets, and lately more and more health-conscious folks have been adding them to salads and smoothies. They're praised for having vitamin A and magnesium, and they're easy to find at farmers markets. But beet greens contain about 150 milligrams of oxalates per cup. That's not as high as spinach or Swiss chard, but it's still more than enough to cause trouble when you mix them with eggs. The same thing happens. The oxalates bind to the minerals, forming those locked-up compounds your body can't absorb. So even though you're eating what looks like a wholesome, nutrient-rich meal, your muscles are being shortchanged. Now, I want to pause here and make something very clear. I'm not telling you these vegetables are bad for you. Spinach, Swiss chard, and beet greens are all incredibly nutritious. They support your heart, they help manage your blood pressure, they're good for your brain and your eyes. The issue isn't the vegetables themselves, it's about how you prepare them and when you eat them. When they're raw or just barely cooked and combined with eggs, those oxalates are still fully active, doing exactly what nature designed them to do, which is hold on to minerals. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed feeling more tired than you think you should, even though you're eating healthy? Drop the word energy in the comments if that sounds familiar. I'd love to hear from you because this is one of the most common things I hear from people in your age group. Now, here's where things get interesting, and this is the part that gives me hope for every single one of you watching. There are plenty of vegetables that not only pair beautifully with eggs, but actually help your body absorb more nutrients. These are the ones I recommend all the time because they're easy to find, gentle on your stomach, and they work with your body instead of against it. One of my absolute favorites is bell peppers. They're colorful, they're crunchy, and they're absolutely loaded with vitamin C. What most people don't realize is that vitamin C helps your body absorb iron much more efficiently, especially the kind of iron found in eggs. Studies have shown that eating bell peppers with eggs can boost your iron absorption by 2 to 4 times. That's a massive difference, especially if you've been feeling low on energy or struggling with mild anemia. And here's the best part. Bell peppers are almost completely free of oxalates, just about 2 milligrams per cup compared to over 700 in spinach. That means they don't interfere with your minerals at all. So next time you're making an omelette, toss in some red, yellow, or green bell peppers. They'll make your plate look beautiful and make your meal work harder for your health. Another fantastic choice is broccoli. Broccoli has always been known as a powerhouse vegetable, but for people over 60, it offers something extra special. It's rich in folate and vitamin K, two nutrients that work hand in hand with the B vitamins in eggs to support your energy, your metabolism, and your muscle repair. Folate helps your cells use protein efficiently, while vitamin K supports your bones and joints, which becomes more important as we age. Broccoli is also very low in oxalates, only about 2 milligrams per cup, so it won't block nutrient absorption. When you add lightly steamed or sautéed broccoli to your eggs, you're creating a meal that truly supports muscle strength, balance, and stamina. Then you have vegetables like cauliflower, zucchini, and mushrooms. I like to think of these as the perfect companions for eggs. They're all mild in flavor, easy to digest, and naturally low in oxalates. Cauliflower provides fiber that keeps your digestion moving smoothly. Zucchini adds hydration and gentle antioxidants. And mushrooms. Oh, mushrooms are one of nature's best-kept secrets for muscle health. They contain special compounds that actually help your body use protein more effectively. They work almost like little assistants, helping your body unlock and utilize the amino acids from your eggs. A simple scramble with eggs, mushrooms, and a touch of garlic tastes absolutely delicious and gives your muscles the tools they need to stay strong. And I can't forget about tomatoes. Tomatoes deserve their own moment here because they bring something unique to the table. Lycopene. Lycopene is a powerful antioxidant that protects your cells from damage and supports your heart and prostate health. But here's the fascinating part. Lycopene becomes more absorbable when it's combined with the healthy fats found in egg yolks. So when you cook tomatoes with your eggs, the fat in the yolk helps your body unlock and absorb the lycopene more efficiently. It's a beautiful example of how the right food combinations create what I call nutritional synergy, where one food helps another work even better. If you're finding this helpful so far, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel right now. I share science-backed health insights like this every week, and I don't want you to miss out on information that could truly change how you feel every single day. Click that subscribe button and stay connected with me as we explore more ways to live stronger and healthier after 60. Now let's talk about something just as important as which vegetables you choose. How you prepare them. Because even the healthiest foods can lose their benefits if they're cooked the wrong way. The good news is, with just a few small adjustments, you can turn every egg-based meal into a powerhouse for muscle repair and strength. Let's go back to those high oxalate vegetables like spinach, Swiss chard, and beet greens. The problem isn't that they're unhealthy, it's that when they're raw or barely cooked, the oxalates inside them stay intact and active. But with the right preparation, you can drastically reduce those compounds and still enjoy their flavor and nutrition. Boiling them is the simplest and most effective method. Just 3 minutes in boiling water can cut the oxalate content by as much as 87%. The oxalates literally leach out into the cooking water, which you then pour away. It's like removing the troublemaker before the rest of the meal even begins. If you prefer to keep more of the vitamins and color in your vegetables, steaming works beautifully too. Steaming can reduce oxalates by 30 to 60% while preserving most of the good nutrients like vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin K. It's a gentler method that works especially well if you like your vegetables slightly firm instead of soft. Even a quick sauté for 2 to 3 minutes can cut oxalates by half. The key here is heat. Heat breaks down those natural compounds that interfere with nutrient absorption, leaving behind the good stuff your body can actually use. Once your vegetables are properly cooked, the next question becomes, how should you prepare your eggs? Believe it or not, the way you cook your eggs makes a big difference in how well your body digests and uses the protein. Hard-boiled eggs top the list for the highest protein digestibility, around 91%. When eggs are cooked in their shell, the protein structure becomes firm, but remains easy to break down, making it ideal for those of us whose digestive systems aren't quite as efficient as they used to be. Poached eggs are another excellent choice. They're soft, easy to chew, and gentle on the stomach, offering nearly the same protein absorption as hard-boiled eggs. Plus, they don't require added oil or butter, which makes them a heart-healthy option too. Scrambled eggs, on the other hand, while still nutritious, tend to lose some of that digestibility, about 37% less compared to boiled eggs. This happens because high heat can cause the proteins to bind too tightly, making them a bit harder for your body to break down. So if your goal is to maximize muscle recovery and energy, hard-boiled or poached eggs give you the best return on your effort. There's a cooking strategy I teach my patients that works wonders. I call it stage cooking. It's simple but incredibly effective. First, you lightly steam or sauté any high oxalate vegetables you plan to use. That step reduces the compounds that block nutrient absorption. Then, once the vegetables are softened and safer to eat, you add your eggs, either boiled, poached, or gently scrambled on low heat. By separating the steps, you ensure that the oxalates are mostly removed before the eggs ever come into contact with them. This way, the two foods can complement each other instead of competing. For example, if you love spinach in your breakfast, here's exactly what to do. Steam a cup of spinach for 3 minutes, then drain it completely. Once it's prepared, mix it into your eggs or serve it as a side dish. You'll still get the vitamins and fiber from the spinach, but without losing the minerals and protein from the eggs. That's how you turn a risky combination into a balanced, muscle-friendly meal. Let me ask you another question. Have you ever tried making these small changes in how you cook your vegetables? If you have, or if you're planning to start now, type strength in the comments below. I'd love to know if this information is reaching you at the right time. Now that you know how to prepare your eggs and vegetables to get the most out of them, let's put it all together into something you can actually do every single day. Because eating for muscle health after 60 isn't about counting every calorie or following some complicated diet plan. It's about making small, intentional choices that support your body's natural strength from morning to night. Let's start with breakfast, because that's where most people unintentionally fall short. After 60, your body needs about 25 to 30 grams of protein in each meal to keep your muscles strong. But the average breakfast barely provides half of that. A great way to start your day is with 3 whole eggs, which give you about 18 grams of high-quality protein. Add in a handful of chopped bell peppers and mushrooms for extra nutrients. And if you like, a little shredded cheese for both flavor and an extra protein boost. If you're someone who enjoys spinach, you don't have to give it up. Just steam it first for about 3 minutes, then add it on the side or fold it into your eggs after it's been drained. What you've just created is not only a colorful, delicious breakfast, but also a perfectly balanced one. A combination that supports your muscles, energy, and metabolism all at once. For lunch, think of a large, satisfying salad as your foundation. Start with a bed of low-oxalate greens like lettuce or romaine. Add 2 hard-boiled eggs for easily digestible protein. Then include a serving of grilled chicken or salmon. Top it with cucumbers, tomatoes, and bell peppers, all vegetables that are low in oxalates and rich in antioxidants. If you like a little crunch, add a sprinkle of nuts or seeds, which also contain healthy fats that help you absorb vitamins from the vegetables. That combination not only gets you to your 25 to 30 grams of protein target, it also gives your body fiber, hydration, and a range of vitamins and minerals that work together to keep your energy steady throughout the afternoon. Dinner is when you want to think about balance and recovery. After a long day, your muscles are ready to rebuild, and that's exactly what a good dinner should support. A simple piece of fish, chicken, or lean meat works beautifully. Pair it with steamed broccoli and cauliflower, both of which are low in oxalates and high in vitamins that promote recovery. If you want something a little heartier, add a small serving of brown rice or quinoa for steady energy through the evening. The beauty of these meals is that they're not fancy or expensive. They're built around simple foods that are easy to find, easy to prepare, and work naturally with your body. What matters most is consistency. Getting 25 to 30 grams of protein at each meal ensures that your muscles have a steady supply of amino acids throughout the day. Think of it as giving your body the raw materials it needs to stay strong every single day, one meal at a time. Now, let me answer a few questions I hear all the time. People often ask me, can I still eat spinach if I love it so much? Absolutely. You just need to prepare it correctly. Boil or steam it first, drain it well, and then add it to your meal. That way, you get all the vitamins without the oxalates blocking your minerals. Another question I get is, what if I don't like eggs? That's completely fine. You can get your protein from Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, chicken, fish, or even a high-quality protein shake. The key is hitting that 25 to 30 gram target at each meal, no matter where it comes from. People also wonder, how long will it take before I feel a difference? In my experience, most people start noticing changes within 2 to 4 weeks. You might feel like you have more energy in the afternoon, or climbing stairs doesn't leave you as winded. Those are signs that your muscles are responding, that your body is finally getting the nourishment it's been waiting for. Hydration is another key piece that's often overlooked. As we age, our sense of thirst becomes less accurate, which means many of us walk around mildly dehydrated without even realizing it. Water is essential for protein synthesis and for transporting nutrients into your cells. Aim for about 8 glasses a day. But remember that foods like cucumbers, zucchini, and soups count toward that total too. Even mild dehydration can make you feel tired and affect how well your muscles perform. Alongside proper eating and hydration, movement plays an equally important role. You don't need to lift heavy weights or spend hours at the gym. Simple resistance exercises like light dumbbell curls, leg lifts, or using resistance bands can be incredibly effective. These activities tell your body, I still need these muscles, which encourages your body to keep building and maintaining them. The key is consistency. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day can make a big difference over time. And then there's sleep. This is something I emphasize with every single person I work with. During deep sleep, your body repairs and rebuilds muscle tissue, restores hormone balance, and resets your energy systems. Without enough quality sleep, your body can't fully recover even if you're eating perfectly. Try to keep a regular sleep schedule and create a quiet, dark environment that helps your body relax. When you sleep well, your body rewards you with better strength, better focus, and a calmer mood. Before I wrap up, I want to remind you of something very important. Before you make any major changes to your diet or start a new eating plan, please talk to your doctor. Everyone's body is different, and your doctor knows your health history better than anyone. What I'm sharing here is based on years of experience and research, but your personal medical team should always be your first point of contact when making changes. So when you look at the big picture, living stronger after 60 isn't about doing anything extreme. It's about creating a rhythm. Eat the right balance of protein and vegetables, drink enough water, move a little every day, and give your body time to rest and repair. Each of these small habits reinforces the others. When people start following this approach, they often tell me their energy feels steadier throughout the day. Climbing stairs feels easier, their balance improves, even their sleep feels deeper. Those are all signs that your muscles are responding, that your body is finally getting what it needs. The 3 vegetables we talked about today: spinach, Swiss chard, and beet greens are not your enemies. They're incredibly nutritious and offer tremendous benefits when handled the right way. The key is all in the preparation. By cooking them properly and pairing them smartly with your protein, you can still enjoy their flavor and their nutrients without losing what your body truly needs. Remember these simple principles. Aim for 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein at each meal to give your muscles the steady fuel they need. Combine your foods wisely so that they enhance each other instead of working against one another. And when it comes to vegetables high in oxalates, treat them with a little extra care. Boil or steam them before mixing them with eggs, and you'll remove most of the compounds that block mineral absorption. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Even small improvements like choosing the right vegetables or changing how you cook your eggs can make a real difference in how you feel. Every properly combined meal, every well-prepared egg dish, every thoughtful food choice is an investment in your future self. The meals you make today build the strength, energy, and independence you'll enjoy tomorrow. If you found this information valuable, I'd love for you to share it with your friends and family who might benefit from it too. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another video where I break down health topics in a way that's simple, practical, and easy to understand. I'm here to help you live your strongest, healthiest life, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care of yourself and remember, you're never too old to get strong.